and today we were playing Captain Dumbletwit's Snap.
Snap!
Ah, no, look what you made me do.
What's all right, Wulfy will clean it up for you.
No, there'll be cabbage and custard pudding all over the kitchen at this rate.
Great Aunt Loretta makes really weird food. Just then, Wulfy got hold of his squeaky sausage.
Oh, I hate that squeaky sausage. Bad boy.
Don't blame Wulfy, he's only playing.
Well, it's so annoying. I'm trying to get this in the fridge before Mr. Whoops comes for tea.
Great Aunt Loretta had asked Mr. Whoops over because Miss Smiley, his wonder wife, was away for a few days. So he drove out to the mill on the marsh in his little car and we heard...
Oh, sounds like Mr. Whoops now.
Oh.
Hello, Mr. Whoops.
Hello, Elsie. Oh,
Mr. Whoops.
Mr. Whoops is called Mr. Whoops because he's always having little accidents.
I expect you tripped on this wretched squeaky sausage.
Don't blame Wulfy.
oh, my glasses. Where are my glasses? Oh, dear. They're broken.
Now see what you've done.
Don't blame Wulfy, he didn't break the glasses.
Yes, this was the day when all Grandpa could say was, don't blame Wulfy.
Off you go. Go on, upstairs. Take that wretched dog with you. He's nothing but trouble. And you, Elsie. Come on. You can carry on your snapping upstairs. Go on. Go on.
How could I be so clumsy?
Oh, no, Mr. Whoops. It's not your fault. No, it's that wretched dog. Now, how about a drink?
Oh, apple juice would be lovely.
Oh, there. Now then, you just help yourself. There. And I'm going to put my cabbage and custard pudding into the fridge. Yum.
Mr. Whoops started pouring, but he couldn't see without his glasses, so this happened.
So, how are you getting on with Miss Smiley?
Oh, my goodness. Oh, did that happen?
Oh, I slipped. There's a puddle on the floor. It's that dog. He's making puddles on the floor now. Oh, I'm going to sort him out, I am.
We were playing Snap again, and my Mrs. Ostrich was watching.
Quiet, you. You've made a puddle on the kitchen floor, you have.
Wulfy, a puddle? Never.
He's made a puddle on the kitchen floor and I slipped up in it and I nearly hurt my bottom.
Oh, but don't blame Wulfy, it must have been Mr. Whoops having a little accident.
Mr. Whoops does not make puddles. Honestly, Grandpa, what do you like?
Now look,
I'm putting you out in the meadow, you bad dog.
Loretta, it wasn't Wulfy. Oh, this is too much. I'm not having Wulfy stuck out in the meadow. He needs my help, and there's only one thing for it, Elsie.
Not the shrinking cat, Grandpa.
Catch me if you can.
You know what happens when Grandpa shrinks. He can hide in teeny tiny places. He can run really fast. And his magic can make things go. Like this. And this. And this. And Grandpa always has a plan.
Here's the plan. You go into the kitchen and find a moment to open the back door.
Okay, but what are you going to do?
I'm going into the meadow to rescue Wulfy. Giddy up, Mrs. Ostrich. Way!
And Grandpa flew out of the window on Mrs. Ostrich.
Can't get back in now. Now we shall have some peace.
Great Aunt Loretta had left poor Wulfy all alone in the meadow. But he wasn't all alone for long.
Come on, Wulfy, follow me. Good boy.
I went downstairs just in time to see Grandpa flying into the courtyard. He flew to the gate and undid the latch.
That should do it.
So Wulfy was able to get back in. Grandpa ran and hid behind a pot, and Wulfy followed.
Why are you standing standing there gaping like a fish, Elsie?
I just need to get Mrs. Ostrich. She's out in the courtyard.
Oh, and how did she get there, I wonder? I suppose that dog put her there. And don't blame Wulfy, because I do.
Oh, poor Wulfy.
Poor Wulfy nothing. He's a bad dog.
I opened the door and went out.
There's the tea, Mr. Whoops. And now it's time for me to turn out my cabbage and custard pudding.
I picked up Mrs. Ostrich and Grandpa said...
Run, Wulfy, now!
And Wulfy ran inside. But just then, this happened.
He's back. That dog's back in. Elsie, how did that dog get back in?
He was in the courtyard, hiding.
But I locked him out of the courtyard. I locked him in the meadow.
While Great Aunt Loretta went to turn out her pudding, Grandpa was stuck outside and couldn't escape because I had Mrs. Ostrich.
Never mind, Loretta. Let's have some tea, eh?
Mr. Whoops poured some tea, but because he wasn't wearing his glasses, he didn't notice it had gone all over the floor. But I did, and so did Grandpa.
I knew it. It's Mr. Whoops having little accidents.
Great Aunt Loretta was ready to show off her special treat to Mr. Whoops.
Ta-da! My special treat, Mr. Whoops. Cabbage and custard pudding!
Bravo.
But she didn't see the spilt tea, and she did this.
Oh, that dog's done another puddle. Oh.
I'll get you a cloth, Mr. Whoops.
And I'm covered in cabbage and custard.
Here, Mr. Whoops. Maybe you should have some fresh air. And I opened the door and in ran Grandpa. While Mr. Whoops was cleaning himself up, Grandpa got onto the worktop.
What's that?
What?
I thought I saw a little man.
It must be because you're not wearing your glasses. Here. Grandpa quickly got into Upsy Downsy and up he went. He arrived upstairs just as Great Aunt Loretta turned up.
Grandpa! Oh, gone for a little lie down, I suppose. Typical. Oh. So I shall have to take you to the vet.
It's...
Dogs that make puddles need pills.
Grandpa ran and jumped into Loretta's bag. Grandpa knew Wulfy didn't need pills because he wasn't making puddles. But if Wulfy was going to the vets, he was going too.
I need you to take me to the vet, Mr. Whoops. This dog needs a pill.
But I can't. I've broken my glasses, see? I can't drive anywhere.
And I can't drive Campo, and they've all gone off in Queenie. Right. I need you to get this dog out of my sight. And I need to think. And you know what helps us think, Mr. Whoops? Green glue.
Green glue is Great Aunt Loretta's spinach and sprout shake. Just then I saw Grandpa. But so did Mr. Whoops.
What's the matter?
He was there again, I'm sure. A little man. I keep seeing a little man.
No, don't be silly, Mr. Whoops. No, you pour us out some green glue and I'll think of a plan.
Mr. Whoops accidentally poured the glue in Great Aunt Loretta's bag. And Grandpa was getting glue.
Mr. Whoops, look what you're doing.
I'm trying to, Loretta, but I can't see without my glasses.
Maybe it was Mr. Whoops having those little accidents all along, and you blamed Wulfy.
You know, you're right, Elsie. I must have spilt the apple juice, then the tea, and now the glue.
Great Aunt Loretta went to tip everything out of her bag. She was about to see a gloopy Grandpa. I had to do something. Look at Wulfy.
Well, at least you can do something useful.
Poor Wulfy, getting the blame for my little accidents.
Grandpa climbed out of the sink, jumped down and ran out of the room, and I followed him. Come off, quick! You're all gloopy, Grandpa.
Never mind that. At least we stopped Loretta from blaming poor Wulfy for everything. Teamwork, I call it.
Teamwork. Ew.
Yes, well, I think I better go and get out of my gloopy clothes.
A bit later, Uncle CJ and the others came back. Mr. Whoops was taken to Sunnysands to get his glasses mended.
Well, he's gone, thank goodness. Not a moment too soon. I've never known Mr. Whoops have so many little accidents. Oh, Grandpa. Oh, you've been lying down all afternoon and now you're ready for bed.
Yes, well, I had a little accident.
Oh, you did you? Oh, well, don't blame Wulfy, eh?
We've been living in Sunnysands all summer, me and my sister Elsie. We love Miss Smiley's cafe and Mr. Whoops's shop and Mr. Mentor's lighthouse, of course.
But we also love being at the mill on the marsh, especially playing in the meadow with Grandpa, which is what we were doing today.
Oh, what a lovely, calm morning. Oh dear, I spoke too soon.
It was great, Aunt Loretta.
Sandy me! I'm just making up my washing in the courtyard if you need me. CJ told me to keep an eye on you all. He'll be back soon.
Uncle CJ had gone to visit Mr. Mentor the inventor in his lighthouse.
And that goes... Oh, there. Oh, CJ.
Mr. Mentor. I came by to invite you to a barbecue this evening in our meadow.
What a marvellous idea.
Mr. Mentor doesn't just invent things, he invents words.
And what perfectible timing. I have just invented this new invention, and you have arrived at the very moment when I'm going to test it out.
How exciting. What is it?
Well, it's a windy kind of thing, you see. It whizzes and whirls and whoops, I hope.
Yes, this was Mr. Mentor's Whizzywoodlesome Whirly Windwhooper.
Right, let's see if it works, CJ. It might need a bit of time to think about it.
Mr. Mentor's inventions often don't actually work. He turned it on and...
Bless my ears. It whizzes and whirls and whoops.
It works all right. It's blowing everything about.
I don't ever remember one of my inventions working so quickly.
Absolutely. But what's it actually for, Mr. Mentor?
What's it for? I've no idea. But it's Whizzywoodlesome, that's for sure. I'm going to take it to Miss Smiley's cafe. I bet she can find a use for it.
When Uncle CJ got home and told us about Mr. Mentor's new invention, Grandpa said,
But what's it for?
He has no idea, but it blew everything all over the lighthouse. He's taken it to Miss Smiley's cafe to see if she needs it.
I think Mr. Mentor's Whirly Windwhooper might be a problem in the cafe.
It actually works. He's invented something that works, Grandpa.
Quite. Usually I have to get inside Mr. Mentor's inventions to make them work. But it looks like I'm going to have to get inside this one to stop it working.
Not the shrinking cap, Grandpa.
Catch me if you can.
Grandpa's shrinking cap is magic, of course. And when he wears it, he can make all kinds of things happen. He can drive our cousin Jason's car. Grandpa!
he can chuff about in the Sunnysands train.
But today, he got on Elsie's Mrs. Ostrich.
And made her fly.
I'm off to Miss Smiley's. See you later.
Be careful, Grandpa! Just then, Great Aunt Loretta came into the meadow.
Oh, Grandpa gone for a little lie down, has he? Well, he must have sneaked past me. Oh, that's better. Oh, it's so hot. There's not a breath of wind. Can't even see me washing flapping on the line. I like to see me washing flapping.
Grandpa arrived at Miss Smiley's cafe and landed on the pier.
Miss Smiley was holding one of her craft mornings. Grandpa ran in and hid.
Everyone was busy making things as Mr. Mentor showed off his new invention.
What's not to love, Miss Smiley? Wonder Bubble or what?
Oh, it's very Wonder Bubble, Mr. Mentor. But I'm not quite sure what it actually does.
Well, it works, Miss Smiley, it works. Look.
Mr. Mentor switched on the Whirly Windwhooper and this happened.
But it was blowing so hard, he couldn't get to it. So Grandpa did this.
He climbed inside the machine. He had to stop it working.
Right, well. Let's try this.
And the Whirly Windwhooper stopped whirling and whooping.
Then Grandpa reset it so it would work again when Mr. Mentor wanted it to.
Well, that is a remarkable invention, Mr. Mentor.
So remarkable, Miss Smiley, it will even turn itself off when I tell it to.
But to be honest, I'm not sure that I need a Windwhooper in the cafe.
Oh, really? Right. Well, in that case, Miss Smiley, I shall see if Mr. Whoops would like it in the toy shop.
He's been gone ages.
You two look glum. Grandpa gone for a little lie down, I guess.
I wonder what he's really up to.
Grandpa was, of course, making his way to Mr. Whoops's shop.
Mr. Whoops had got some paper aeroplane kits and had been making them with some of my friends.
But Mr. Mentor had arrived and was showing them all his Whizzywoodlesome Whirly Windwhooper.
My Whizzywoodlesome Whirly Windwhooper, Mr. Whoops.
Grandpa flew in while nobody was watching and climbed up the shelves.
And the thing is, it actually works.
Oh, how exciting! Show me.
Oh, stand back. Oh.
And Mr. Mentor switched the machine on again, and this happened.
Grandpa knew he had to stop it again, so he ran and got inside the machine.
Windwhooper stopped.
This time, Grandpa had decided to leave the machine switched off, which was safer.
Well, you can't do any harm now, and I'm off home.
There you are, you see. It is so remarkable. I only have to tell it to stop, and it stops.
Bye-bye, Mr. Whoops. See you soon. Great machine, Mr. Mentor.
Our friends were off home, and Grandpa was off home too.
The thing is, Mr. Mentor, I'm not sure I need a Whirly Windwhooper for my shop, see?
Oh, I see. Well, I shall just have to think of someone else, Mr. Whoops.
And while they both thought, Grandpa got back on Mrs. Ostrich and flew out of the shop.
Someone will have an idea at the barbecue, Mr. Mentor.
Yes, you're right, Mr. Whoops.
Speaking of which, it's time we set off. You can come with me and Miss Smiley in my car. You'll enjoy the ride. Oh, whoops.
Oh, goodness.
Just when we were getting really worried about Grandpa,
Home he flew.
back Grandpa.
I am, and I've made sure the machine isn't working. But it can't stay not working forever. That'll upset Mr. Mentor. We've got to find a use for it.
And just then, Mr. Whoops's car arrived.
As Mr. Mentor, Mr. Whoops and Miss Smiley arrived in the meadow, Uncle CJ and Great Aunt Loretta came out too.
Mr. Mentor! Oh, is this your Whizzywoodlesome Whirly Windwhooper?
Oh, yes. And it works, Loretta. It works.
Not anymore, it doesn't.
Allow me.
Mr. Mentor switched it on and
Nothing happened.
It's broken. My Whirly Whooper is no longer whirling and whooping. It is no longer Whizzywoodlesome.
Oh,
While everyone tried to cheer up Mr. Mentor, Grandpa got into the machine.
And inside, he pushed the lever and the Whirly Windwhooper whirled and whooped.
We all ran for cover. Great Aunt Loretta didn't get away in time. Grandpa stopped the machine from inside. You've thrown Great Aunt Loretta into the pool.
Ah. Oops. Wait a moment. I've just got a use for the Windwhooper.
I picked Grandpa up and put him in my pocket.
Mr. Mentor, maybe the Whizzywoodlesome Windwhooper will dry Great Aunt Loretta.
That's a fabadiculous idea.
And he switched it on. We ran inside with Grandpa.
We dashed upstairs and put him down on the floor.
Come on, Grandpa, quick!
We did it! We found a use for Mr. Mentor's Whirly Windwhooper. Did we do well, eh? Teamwork! I think there might be other uses as well.
And Grandpa was right.
Soon, the Whirly Windwhooper was doing just what Aunt Loretta wanted.
Making her washing flap about.
Better. Nothing like seeing it all flap about. Oh, you're up, Grandpa.
The sausages are ready. Come along, everyone.
I hear Mr. Mentor's invention can dry your pants whether you're wearing them or not.
Well, at least Mr. Mentor is doing something useful. Not like you, Grandpa. You're no use at all.
It was a quiet morning at the mill on the marsh. Elsie had gone to play tennis with Uncle CJ, and Grandpa was with me, painting Gordon.
Oh, he'll be as clean as a whistle after this coat of paint, Josh. Be like flying on a brand new seagull.
Don't even think about it, Grandpa.
Great Aunt Loretta was in the kitchen with Auntie Jules.
You better stay here, Mr. Beetlebrooch. Don't want you getting sucked up when I'm muck-sucking.
Great Aunt Loretta was helping today, as a very important guest was staying.
Suck up the muck, suck up the muck.
The very important guest was Lady Prigsbottom. She'd come to stay because the builders were doing up her big posh house.
Gooey! Tandy May! Oh, you haven't half brought some lovely stuff with you. Oh, look at all your bits and bobs. Oh.
They're not bits and bobs. They're priceless antiques, and I brought them to keep them safe.
Ah, they'll be safe as houses here with us. Now, don't mind me while I give you a bit of a going over. Mind your feet. And again. Feet up.
I'll be back when you're finished.
Oh, that's a good idea. Suck up the muck. Suck up the muck.
Lady Prigsbottom came and sat with me, Grandpa and Wulfy.
I don't know how you put up with Loretta. I really don't.
Oh, our heart's in the right place.
Finished. All spick and span, Lady P.
It's Lady Prigsbottom, not Lady P.
Great Aunt Loretta was polishing Auntie Jules's silver seaside ornaments.
You're my favourite, you are. There we are, bright and shiny as a new pin.
Disaster! Disaster! There's been a disaster!
Disaster?
What disaster?
A precious piece of jewellery has gone!
Gone?
My diamond necklace is worth millions! Millions, I tell you!
Yes, today we were going to solve the mystery of the missing millions.
You were in there last. Where is it?
Me, I didn't touch it.
Thief!
Me? The thief? You calling me a thief? I won't stand for it.
She was the last in there. She's taken the necklace. It's obvious.
Come now, Loretta may be many things, but she's no thief.
I'm going downstairs to talk to Jules.
I don't know how this happened, Josh, but I'm going to find out. And the best way for me to catch a thief is if I'm small.
Not a shrinking cat, Grandpa.
Catch me if you can.
Now, when Grandpa shrinks, he can run so fast you can't catch him. He can fly like a helicopter. He can chop about in the Sunnysands train. He can hide in really tiny places where you can't find him. And today was one of those days.
Where have you gone, Grandpa?
I'm here. Quick, take me to Lady P's room. If the thief comes back, I'll catch him.
Meanwhile, in the kitchen,
Shifty eyes? Yes. No, there's nothing shifty about
Calm down. Now, just calm down.
I'm going to the...
Great Aunt Loretta can't say the word toilet out loud because she thinks it's rude.
Have you know I'm perfectly calm, but I will not remain here a moment longer if there's a thief in the house. I'm packing up and leaving.
Wait! Lady Prigsbottom!
I'd just put Grandpa into Lady Prigsbottom's room when she came steaming back upstairs.
Please, don't try and stop me. I'm off.
Oh, please don't be off. Loretta's upset, you're upset. I suppose Grandpa's gone for a little lie down.
I don't blame him.
Oh, please, Lady Prigsbottom.
I put Grandpa in the vase on the dressing table. Lady Prigsbottom was packing. She was about to see him, but he ducked down just in time. She was in such a hurry that she accidentally did this. She packed the vase. The vase that had Grandpa in it.
Lady Prigsbottom, I'm sure we'll solve the mystery.
No, I am not staying in a house with thieves and robbers.
Auntie Jules gave up and Grandpa tried to escape. But then this happened. Just in time, Grandpa managed to scramble out of the suitcase. He jumped onto the floor and ran out of the door.
It's no good. She's leaving. I can't persuade her.
Just then, Grandpa ran in, and I was really pleased to see him.
Grandpa, did you catch the thief?
No, nobody came in.
Great Aunt Loretta, come on.
I picked him up, put him in my pocket, and we went downstairs to see what was the matter.
It's gone. My lovely shiny beetle brooch, it's gone. I only went to the toilet and it's gone. Oh, I don't believe it, Loretta. Who could have taken it?
While Auntie Jules and Great Aunt Loretta looked for the shiny beetle brooch, I put Grandpa down.
Go and tell Lady P that someone else has had something taken.
So off I went, and Grandpa jumped down onto the floor and made his way to Upsy Downsy without being seen. He pressed the button, and up he went. He arrived upstairs just as I did, and Lady Prigsbottom was leaving.
Lady Prigsbottom, you're not the only one. Great Aunt Loretta's had something taken too. Her precious shiny beetle brooch.
Her beetle brooch? She's not making it up.
No.
Lady Prigsbottom, we all want to get to the bottom of this mystery. There has to be an explanation. Oh no! Well, what's happening here? All my silver seaside ornaments all over the floor. What's the matter?
Then she saw that one was missing.
The little silver lighthouse. It's gone.
Gone? My necklace, your brooch, her lighthouse. I think we ought to all go downstairs, have a cup of tea and keep calm. There has to be an answer.
So they all went downstairs together. And just then, I heard Grandpa calling me.
Josh, I'm going to hide in here to see if the thief comes back for another ornament. You wait outside. I'll call you.
Okay.
Grandpa jumped out of Upsy Downsy and climbed up and up and up as high as he could to get a really good view of the thief. And sure enough, the thief came back. It flew right in through the window, grabbed a silver shell off the table, flew right out again.
A bongle bird. I might have known. Josh!
I rushed back in.
It's a bonglebird. And you know how bonglebirds like shiny things? I'm going after it.
Right.
Grandpa jumped down and ran out onto the balcony. Then he jumped onto Gordon and flew off to the meadow. I ran after him. The bonglebird was sitting in the nest in the big nut tree. And when he saw Gordon flying towards him, he did this. And Grandpa landed in the nest.
It's here, Josh. It's all here. We've found the missing millions.
Grandpa was just about to pass all the shiny things to me when the bonglebird went, and the bonglebird's screeching brought the others running into the meadow.
It's the bonglebird. He's the thief.
And when the bonglebird heard this, he took off and flew away.
Oh, and there's his nest. Oh, Josh, did you frighten him out of his nest with Gordon? However did you get him up so high? Good throw.
And it's my guess that the missing millions are in his nest.
Auntie Jules was sure to find Grandpa. First, she handed me Gordon. Then she put her hand in the nest and...
Your necklace, Lady Prigsbottom. Your silver shiny beetle brooch, Loretta. And the little lighthouse. Oh, and the shell. Oh, anything else?
She was about to see Grandpa.
Just a bit of bonglebird shell. I'll show you.
I guessed Grandpa was hiding in the eggshell.
Never touch a bonglebird egg. It's really unlucky.
Oh, we've had enough bad luck for one day.
Quite. Loretta, I'm sorry I called you a robber. And I'm glad you got your shiny beetle brooch back. It must be an old favourite. Come along, let's all go inside and celebrate.
Why not?
I just had one more thing to do.
Jump, Grandpa.
I put him down on the grass.
Cap off quick.
He came back to his normal size.
Well done, Josh. I think we deserve to celebrate too, don't you?
Of course, we did a great job. Teamwork, eh?
Teamwork.
Well, at least Lady P has calmed down and gone to unpack. Green gloop, Loretta. Yum.
Oh, been for a little lie down, have we, Grandpa? Well, we solved the mystery without you. Where were you when I needed help?
I just went for some fresh air.
And how was it?
Excellent.
It was an exciting day at the mill on the marsh because Jemima was home from college, making costumes for Miss Smiley's summer show.
What do you think, Mum?
Oh, it's beautiful,
Just
Jemima.
then, Uncle CJ arrived home.
Right, that's Grandpa settled in the cafe with his mates.
And Grandpa was having a great time at his Young at Hearts Club.
Can't wait for your summer show tonight, Miss Smiley.
Oh, I hope I'm ready in time. And we've got a guest of honour, remember?
Oh, yes. You'll never guess who's going to be in the audience. He's staying at the mill.
Yes, there was a new guest staying at the mill, and he was Cheery Charlie Cheekster.
Only he didn't seem very
You
cheery.
don't look very cheery, Charlie.
Well, it's just been back in Sunnysands, you know, where I used to perform when I was young, singing and dancing at the theatre and on the pier.
Grandpa says that people came from miles around to see you.
Those were the days. But it's all over, you see. Now I've just come back to Sunnysands to sit in the audience and watch.
But Sunnysands is so pleased to have you back.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
Of course.
Yes, this was Cheery Charlie Cheekster's big return.
At that moment, Jemima came upstairs.
Hi, Mr. Cheekster. I'm Jemima.
Hello.
Grandpa's always talking about you. Wow, what have you got here?
This is a Cheery Charlie Cheekster doll. I looked just like that.
So handsome.
Grandpa will be thrilled to meet you. He remembers all your songs.
I heard him singing one of your songs only yesterday.
That's right, CJ. Now, how did it go?
This is how it'll always be. You're the only thing I see.
I'll get down on bended knee and tell you that you're the one for me.
Oh, you make my heart go pitty-pitty-pat.
Just like that.
Pitty-pitty-pat, yes. Every time I see you, it goes pitty-pitty-pat.
'Cause you're the one for me.
But Charlie just said...
I don't remember, I'm afraid.
Oh, you make my heart.
Grandpa remembered, and so did his friends.
Pitty, pitty, pat.
But Cheery Charlie really wasn't as Grandpa remembered him.
Well, I've got to get to the beach hut to sort out some bike hire.
And I'll go and get lunch ready. Jemima, Jason, Grandpa used to sing you one of Charlie's songs. Why don't you remind him of it?
Do you remember this, Charlie? When the dark clouds are forming and the rain pours down, don't get sad, just let your sorrows drown.
'Cause the clouds will pass and take away your frown, and the sun will start shining in the sky.
Just then, we came downstairs.
Wow!
Always smile when the sun is shining, always laugh and never cry. Every cloud has a silver lining when the sun starts shining in the sky.
We thought Jason and Jemima were great.
But it hadn't cheered Charlie up.
You're still young, you see. You can have fun. I'm old.
Grandpa's old too, and he still has fun.
Always laugh and never
And how right I was! Grandpa was having fun dancing with Miss Smiley.
Start shining in the sky.
Back at the mill, we were going to do a show with Elsie's Toy Theatre to cheer Charlie up. And Miss Smiley brought Grandpa home.
Here. Is Cheery Charlie Cheekster here?
Yes, but he's miserable. Grandpa, we can't cheer him up.
We'll soon see about that.
And upstairs went Grandpa to see if he could cheer Charlie up. The slipper fits. I'm going to be a princess. I'm going to live in the palace. I'm going to have lots of lovely clothes. Elsie, that's not how it goes. So Prince Charming found his princess, and he and Cinderella lived happily ever after. The end.
Oh, bravo, very good. Magical. Hello, Charlie. It's lovely to meet you. I'm a big fan, you know, perhaps your greatest. Oh, look at this. Just like you were. Oh, you make my heart go pitty-pitty-pat. Just like that, pitty-pitty.
I can't do it anymore. I can't even remember how it felt. The theatre has no magic for me now. I think I'll go and have a rest. I'm too old to have fun.
You're never too old to have fun. Never. And I think I can remind him of the fun he used to have. But I'm going to need this.
Not the shrinking cap, Grandpa.
Catch me if you can.
When our Grandpa shrinks, he can get up to all kinds of tricks. And his magic can make things go.
And sometimes he dresses up as something to save the day.
For the rescue.
Which is what he's done today.
He'd dressed up in the Charlie Cheekster doll's clothes.
Now, here's the plan, Elsie. I'm going to need your theatre.
Okay.
The sun...
Charlie was lying on his bed trying to sing.
When the dark cloud... Oh, I can't do it.
When I knocked on the door.
Come in if you must. Oh, hello, Elsie.
We thought you might like to have this in here. Maybe the magic of the theatre will start to work for you again.
Thank you. You're very sweet.
And I left Grandpa to carry out his plan.
The rain clouds, the dark clouds are so... oh, I'm too old.
But then this happened.
You're never too old to do what you want to do. Do what you did when you were young. long for your youth when you're long in the tooth. Just get on with having fun. Oh, the magic of the theatre. The smell of the grease paint, the audience applause. The magic of the theatre can still be yours.
That's amazing. It's me. It's me how I used to be.
And how you can still be if you want to. You're never too old to be who you want to be who you were so long ago. Remember the times when you stood on the stage and waited for the start of the show.
Oh, the magic of the theatre. The smell of the grease paint, the audience applause. The magic of the theatre can still be yours. Oh, the magic of the
Are you singing? Is it Charlie?
Is Charlie singing?
What's that? What's that singing?
It's Charlie!
When the dark clouds are forming and the rain pours down, don't get sad, just let your sorrows drown, 'cause the clouds will pass and take away your frown, and the sun will start shining in the sky.
You've cheered up, Charlie.
Totally, the sun's come out, all together now.
Yes!
Always smile when the sun is shining,
Always laugh and never cry.
every cloud has a silver lining when the sun starts shining in the sky.
And off he went, and we all followed to get into our costumes for Miss Smiley's summer show.
I picked up the doll and Grandpa's clothes and went to rescue him.
Soon we were all singing in the meadow.
Always laugh and never cry. Every cloud has a silver lining when the sun starts shining in the sky.
Oh, surely Grandpa hasn't gone for a lie down. I must wake him.
No, Charlie's going to sing your favourite.
This is how it'll always be. You're the only thing I see. I'll get down on bended knee and tell you that you're the one for me. Oh, you make my heart go pitty-pitty.
Soon, Grandpa was back in his own clothes.
Help off, Grandpa, quick! We have to hurry. They're all singing in the meadow.
Right.
Always smile when the sun is shining. Always laugh and never cry. Every cloud has a silver lining when the sun starts shining in the sky.
It's the magic of the theatre. The smell of the grease paint, the audience applause. The magic of the theatre can still be yours.
Oh, the magic of the theatre. The sound of the music, the lights that shine. Yes, the magic of the theatre can still be mine. I can still do it. I can.
You can, Charlie.
I ran to give him his doll.
Well, we did it.
Yep, teamwork. That's what I call it.
Teamwork.
Teamwork.
But how did you manage to remember what it was like, Charlie?
Well, you may not believe this, but the magic of the theatre worked. This little doll came to life. He was singing and dancing, just like I used to do.
The doll came to life, Grandpa.
Extraordinary.
Crazy.
Hilarious.
Ridiculous. Risky.
There are always brilliant things going on in Sunnysands, either at the beach, or the cafe, or at Mr. Whoops's shop. And of course, here we get to meet some really fun guests.
So, you go puff, 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 puff.
Like this one.
Wheel it around here like this.
We've never seen so many balloons in our life.
And that's because she was a balloon modelling lady.
And her name was Mrs. Pufferbang.
It's a dog!
Oh, Mrs. Pufferbang, that was tremendous!
Oh.
I think I might take up balloon modelling as my new hobby.
Oh, you must have a try. Here.
And she handed Auntie Jules her pump.
Oh, fiddly-foo. I ran out. I ran out of balloons to blow up.
This was a disaster because Mrs. Pufferbang had come to Sunnysands to do a big balloon modelling day on the beach.
Yes, this was the day of Mrs. Pufferbang's Balloony Beach Bonanza.
Now calm down, Mrs. Pufferbang. We don't panic. We go to Mr. Whoops' shop in Campo and we get some more balloons. Simple.
Oh, what would I do without you? Come on, hurry, quick. Elsie, grab the pump. Come on, quick, quick.
Now, where are the keys to Campo?
Mrs. Pufferbang went rushing out in a puffy panic just now with Elsie.
She's run out of balloons. We're going to Mr. Whoops' shop to get some more.
Are we? Jolly good. I love it at Mr. Whoops' shop.
No, Grandpa, you have a little lie down, then you won't be too tired for all the balloony fun on the beach later. Oh, here they are. Come along, Josh.
You know what Mr. Whoops is like. He's sure to have little accidents. Mrs. Pufferbang is bound to need my help.
Not the shrinking cat, Grandpa.
Catch me if you can.
When our Grandpa shrinks, his magic can make things go. Like my cousin Jason's plane.
And our Sunnysands train.
And he can even make Elsie's Mrs. Ostrich fly, which is really clever.
Because ostriches don't fly, actually.
But today, Grandpa wasn't going to travel by ostrich. He was coming with us, in my pocket.
So off we went in Campo to Mr. Whoops' shop. And Mrs. Pufferbang said,
What if Mr. Whoops doesn't have any balloons?
And Auntie Jules said,
Oh, Mr. Whoops' shop is the best shop in the world. He's sure to have balloons.
And she was right.
More balloons, please, Elsie, in the storeroom.
Grandpa jumped out of my pocket and was watching.
So, you twist it here, twizzle it there, and ta-da!
Grandpa had been right. Mr. Whoops was going to have little accidents.
You have a go, Mr. Whoops.
What?
Oh, Mr. Whoops! You've bust your crown. Never mind. Plenty more where that came from.
Oh, how can I be so clumsy?
It's squished. You've squished my pump. I can't puff a puff with a squished pump.
I'm so sorry. I may have another pump somewhere.
And Mr. Whoops tried to find another pump.
I'm so sorry. I'm right out of pumps.
Oh, no! Oh,
More balloons!
more balloons? What's the point in more balloons if I've got nothing to blow them up with?
Now, we don't panic. What we do is get into Campo and go to the lighthouse and ask Mr. Mentor, the inventor, to invent us a pump.
Brilliant idea. What would I do without you? Come on. Quick, quick.
But Grandpa did not think this was a brilliant idea.
I'm so sorry. This is all my fault.
While Auntie Jules tried to comfort Mr. Whoops, I managed to talk to Grandpa.
What are we going to do? Mr. Mentor's inventions never work without your help.
Quite. I've got to get to the lighthouse. I think I'll go in Auntie Jules' bag.
Mr. Whoops, you can entertain Josh and Elsie. I'll be back to pick them up later. I'm going to go to the lighthouse and the beach to check on the arrangements.
Grandpa was just about to get into her bag when she grabbed it.
See you later.
Bother.
I can't believe I don't have another pump. Maybe there's one out the back.
And Mr. Whoops went out the back to see if he could find one. And Grandpa beckoned to us. He had a plan.
Pass me a balloon, Elsie. It's the only way.
So Elsie passed him a balloon, and Grandpa said,
I'll be back as soon as I've helped out Mr. Mentor with Mrs. Pufferbang's pump.
And with that, he set off on the balloon to go to the lighthouse. Now, Mr. Mentor had been hard at work.
There you are, Mrs. Pufferbang. A huffety pump. Now, your balloon goes on just here, and we push this lever up and down to make it huffety pump.
You are an amazing
amazing inventor, Mr. Mentor.
Well, though I say it myself, Mrs. Pufferbang, I am a little bit remarkable.
Mr. Mentor doesn't just invent things, he invents words too.
While they were looking, Grandpa flew in on the balloon and landed.
It's time to test our huffety pump, Mrs. Pufferbang.
But then, this happened.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know I had a balloon in here.
Now I won't be able to fly back to the toy shop.
A balloon, please, Mrs. Pufferbang.
So Mrs. Pufferbang handed him a balloon. But when he tried to blow the balloon up, the lever was stuck.
It's stuck. The lever's stuck. It won't huffety puff if it's stuck.
It isn't working. Oh, this is disastrous. There'll be no balloony fun on the beach.
No. Patience, Mrs. Pufferbang. My inventions don't always work straight away. They need a bit of time to think about it.
Grandpa decided to get inside the invention to mend the lever.
Try again, for goodness sake.
And Mr. Mentor tried again and...
It works!
But then something terrible happened. Grandpa was huffing puff into the balloon.
Oh, a triumph. Oh, you truly are remarkable. Now you shall have a crown, Mr. Mentor.
While Mrs. Pufferbang made Mr. Mentor a crown, Grandpa had to find a way to get out of the balloon.
And there was only one thing for it. He rolled it towards Mr. Mentor's foot and stood at the knotty end of the balloon with his fingers in his ears.
Oh, I love it! It's spectacular!
Mr. Mentor jumped up and down all excited.
And then this happened. Clever Grandpa wasn't hurt. He ran as fast as he could. But the only way to get out of the lighthouse was with Mrs. Pufferbang.
So he jumped into her balloon bag.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mentor. Now I must go to the beach and set up your remarkable huffety, fuffety, puffety pump.
Mrs. Pufferbang picked up her bag and the pump and off she went.
Back at the toy shop, Mr. Whoops was showing us a puzzle.
Find the corner first, I always say.
We didn't really want to look at Mr. Whoops' puzzle, partly because we don't really like puzzles.
But also because we were both really worried about Grandpa. But then Mr. Whoops did this.
Oh, how could I be so clumsy?
I hope Grandpa gets back before Auntie Jules arrives.
We can't go home without him.
At the beach, Auntie Jules had been helping to set things up.
It all looks wonderful.
Just then, Mrs. Pufferbang arrived.
Oh, this is the perfect place for balloony beach fun.
And is that a new invention I see?
It is. This is the Huffety Fuffety Puffety Pump. Mr. Mentor is remarkable. I must get puffety pufferting straight away.
Now was Grandpa's chance to get out of Mrs. Pufferbang's bag and into Auntie Jules's.
Right, I'm off to get Josh and Elsie, then pick up Grandpa from the mill. He's been having a little die down, so he's all fresh for the balloony fun. See you later.
At the toy shop, we were still looking out for Grandpa, but Auntie Jules came back first.
I'm back. The beach looks wonderful, and Mr. Mentor has made a pump. And it works!
So, where was Grandpa?
Come along, let's get back to the mill to fetch Grandpa.
Of course. I'll see you all there.
Disaster!
We couldn't leave the toy shop until Grandpa was back.
Can't we stay here and play with this?
Yes, I love this.
You've never liked puzzles, Elsie?
But I love this one. Please, can I stay, Auntie Jules? Please.
Well, Elsie pleaded with Auntie Jules. I suddenly saw this. Grandpa was safe. It was fine to go home.
No, Elsie, let's go, or we'll miss all the fun on the beach.
But please, can I stay? Please, can I stay with the puzzle? Okay, let's go.
Bye-bye.
So off we went, back to the mill on the marsh, with Grandpa safe in Auntie Jules's bag.
I'll wait, Grandpa.
Wait, can we load all of the balloon animals in Campo first, so we don't forget them?
All right, Josh, come on.
That was a brilliant idea, and it meant that I could get Grandpa out of the bag. petition down on the floor and said, "Get off, Grandpa." We did it, Grandpa. We got Mrs. Pufferbang to the beach.
We did, and what do we call it?
Teamwork!
Ah, you're up. Are you all fresh for the balloony fun?
Oh, I am. I'm fresh.
Oh, I bet it's ages since you played with a balloon.
It is. Ages.
I do like my sister Elsie. Well, sometimes. But I also like it when she goes to her swimming lesson. Because then I get to play the Captain Dumbletwit game with Grandpa and my cousin Jason.
Yes! 3 gold galaxies!
Today I'm going to win this. Yes, today I'm going to save the universe.
You lot are obsessed with Captain Dumbletwit. Obsessed.
Great Aunt Loretta was helping out in the mill because we were expecting a new guest who was going to do a show in Miss Smiley's cafe.
Yes, 4 gold galaxies. Hooray!
Grandpa, what exactly is our new guest? Is he a pop star?
No, he's a ventriloquist.
Ventriloquist? You know, he can make something talk without moving his lips.
Like this. Your turn, Jason. Your turn. Come on.
But just then, we heard this.
Oh, sounds like Mr. Whoops's car.
I ran out onto the balcony.
It is Mr. Whips's car. Come on, Wulfy.
I ran downstairs and Wulfy followed. Miss Smiley had borrowed Mr. Whips's car to bring us our new guest. Wulfy ran to the meadow just as Miss Smiley arrived. Great Aunt Loretta heard the barking and came outside.
Oh, hello, Miss Smiley.
Hi, Loretta. You're never going to guess who's here.
And up popped the ventriloquist, Bertie Beep and his talking sheep. But he wasn't a very good ventriloquist, as you'll see.
It's me, Bertie Beep, and I'm Walter, his talking sheep.
Oh, we're going to have some fun with this guest.
Brilliant.
I'm Loretta.
We're 2 of a kind, aren't we, Walter? 2 of a kind we are.
Yeah, well, if you just like to...
Like peas in a pod, like peas.
Well, if one of you...
You're my best friend in the whole world, Walter Sheep, and you're my best friend in the whole world, Bertie Beep.
Oh, for goodness sake, do either of you ever stop talking?
Oh, aren't they hilarious? What else do you do, Walter? Well, I like playing chase. I'm coming to get you.
Oh, I don't think Loretta's enjoying this.
It's not going to end well.
Walter has a mind of his own. I can't stop him.
Just then, Great Aunt Loretta did this.
You go away.
Walter's hat flew through the air and went down the rabbit hole.
Walter's hat. It's gone down a rabbit hole. No.
It's not my fault. The sheep was going to nibble me.
Let's all calm down and go inside. Come along. We'll find a way of getting your hat back.
Right, we need a plan. Josh, you go down to the meadow and wait for me.
What are you thinking, Grandpa?
You'll see, just go. There's only one way to get that hat back, Jason. And it means I have to be small.
Not the shrinking cap, Grandpa.
Catch me if you can.
When Grandpa shrinks, he gets up to all kinds of things. His magic makes things go. He can fly in Jason's plane. He can drive in his car. And today, he jumped into my hand and flew out of the window.
You keep a lookout, Josh. I'll get the hat.
And down the rabbit hole he went.
Whoops. Oh, hello there.
It was Mr. Twitch Whiskers guarding the hat.
You're not going to move, are you? Well, please yourself. I'll go the other way.
And Grandpa went the other way.
Aha! The hat!
Grandpa went to pick up the hat, but Mr. Twitch Whiskers didn't want him to have it.
Oh, you again. Now look, Mr. Twitch Whiskers, I know I wasn't invited, but all I want is the sheep's hat. Then I'll be off.
But Mr. Twitch Whiskers wasn't happy, so he chased Grandpa. Meanwhile, in the kitchen...
Oh, poor Walter, you've lost your hat! My hat! My hat!
He hasn't lost his voice, has he?
Well, he's got a voice of his own, has Walter. I'm so sad.
Oh, now, let's not get so upset.
Oh, I can't stand all this noise. I'm going out to get some fresh air. Oh, where's Grandpa when you need him? Gone for a little lie down, I expect. Oh.
But of course, Grandpa wasn't having a little lie down. Just then, he threw Walter's hat out of the rabbit hole and Wulfy grabbed it. I picked Grandpa up and put him in my pocket. And just in time, because...
Oh, Wulfy's got it. Wulfy's got the hat. Give it here, you. Oh. Right. That should shut the sheep up. Here we are. One hat.
You are a Wonder Woman! Thank you so much! I'm so happy! You are a genius!
Oh, well, thank you.
You are my hero!
Oh, well, I do what I can.
You are the best!
Oh, quite a nice little sheep yourself, really.
Wow.
Wow. I love you, Loretta.
Wow.
What do you like?
When I see you walking down the street, I know I'm in for a treat. I can't help it, I just want to bleat. Won't you have a little bar with me?
I say.
Bar, 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 bar. We're barring in harmony. Bar, 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 bar. Just have a little bar with me. When I see you walking right by, all the stars just twinkle in the sky, and my heart goes boom and I cry. Won't you have a little bar with me?
I don't mind if I do.
Bar, 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 bar. We're barring in harmony. Bar, 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 bar. Just have a little bar with me. Bar, 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 bar. We're barring in harmony. Bar, 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 bar. Just have a little bar.
Have a little bar.
Have a little bar with me.
Oh, that was lovely. But we better set off to the cafe now. You've got a show to do, boys.
You're right. Oh dear. Oh no. I'm losing my voice.
It's a good job you won't have to speak then, isn't it? It's all down to Walter.
But if Bertie's lost his voice, then...
Oh.
I've lost mine as well.
This was a disaster.
Green gloop. That's what you need.
I quickly had a word with Grandpa.
There's only one thing for it. You've got to get me inside that sheep.
I'll see what I can do.
Luckily, Jason had guessed the plan.
We'll look after Walter for you, Bertie, while you drink your green gloop.
Green gloop is spinach and sprout shake.
Get that down, you.
Jason handed me the sheep, and Grandpa jumped out of my pocket, and on went the hat.
I can't drink it. I'll be sick.
No need to drink it now.
What?
I said no need for green gloop. I'm better.
Was that you, Josh?
No, it's Walter.
Goodness me, he really does have a voice of his own.
That means the show will go on.
But Josh will have to do the show with me, or I'll have no one to talk to.
Oh, that's a very good idea. Well, come on, everyone. We don't want to be late.
Come on, Bertie.
So off I went, with Grandpa hiding in a sheep's hat, to do a show at the Smiley's Cafe. And because we're such a good team, it went really well.
When I see you walking down the street, I know I'm in for a treat. I can't help it, I just wanna bleed. Won't you have a little bar with me? Bar, 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 we're barring in harmony. Bar, 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 just have a little bar with me. Bar, 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 we're barring in harmony. Bar, 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 just have a little bar with me.
Bertie Beak was so proud of Walter. So was Great Aunt Loretta. When we got back to the mill, I managed to get Grandpa out of Walter's hat without anyone seeing, and I ran upstairs.
Come on, quick. You made a brilliant sheep.
Oh, I couldn't have done it without your help. Teamwork, eh?
Teamwork.
Oh, I hear it all went very well, Loretta. And that you found a new admirer, a sheep.
A sheep that's a whole lot cleverer than you, Grandpa. A sheep with a voice of his own. He's having a little lie down now. It's all that baaing, I expect. Ba, 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 ba.
Have a little bar with me.
Oh, I didn't know you knew that song, Grandpa. Walter sang it much better.
One of the best things about staying at the Mill on the Marsh is that we get to meet some very special guests, like Bella La Belter.
Bella La Belter, Bella La Belter, Bella La Belter, Bella La Belter, Bella
Calm down, Elsie, calm down.
I can't help it. I am so excited.
I must admit I never heard of Bella La Belter until today.
She's actually really famous.
She sings, she dances, she acts. I bet she's really rich.
Well, why has she come to stay here?
She's fed up of having a photo taken all the time, so she's come somewhere quiet and out of the way.
Her visit's a big secret. Nobody knows except us, so shh.
And Josh, and Mum and Dad, of course.
And Wulfy.
Oh, Wulfy won't tell, will you, Wulfy?
Seriously though, it's really important that the Sunnysands newspaper doesn't find out that she's staying here.
Bella La Belter, Bella La Belter. There's no headlines about her in here. I think she's safe.
Should have arrived by now.
Let's go and see Jason. Come on.
We ran down to the meadow. Auntie Jules was just mooring Queenie up when we got there.
She's here. Bella La Belter's here.
Keep your voice down, Elsie.
Do you think it's safe for me to take this off now?
Absolutely. The mill is the perfect shelter for you, Bella.
Yes, the Mill on the Marsh was a Sunnysands shelter for Bella La Belter.
Hi, Bella. I'm Elsie. I know all your songs, like You're My Boy and I Am Your Girl.
Together we can save the world. Oh, yay! You're a little star of the making, you are.
And this is Jason. Come on, don't be shy, Jason. He's got a bit of a crush on you, Bella.
Stop it, Mum. Hi.
Hi, Jason. Love the look.
Oh, well, I'm just going to see some friends. See you later.
Oh, don't tell them about
I know.
Come on, Bella, let me show you to your room. It's got wonderful views all over Sunnysands.
We thought everything was going really well, but we were wrong. Simon Snapham, the photographer from the Sunnysands newspaper, had found out about Bella's visit.
Oh, great stuff. Great stuff.
He'd been hiding all this time, taking photos. What Simon Snapham didn't know was that Grandpa was watching him.
Oh, no. We can't have this.
I love Bella La Belter.
Bad news, I'm afraid. Simon Snapham, the Sunnysands photographer, is out there and has already taken lots of photos. Look.
Oh, no. I'll go and tell Auntie Jules.
No. Because if she makes him go away, he'll tell everyone that Bella is here. Now, you and I can do this together, Elsie. First, make sure that Bella doesn't go outside, and I'll delete all the photos in Mr. Snappam's camera.
But how?
By being small.
Not the shrinking cap, Grandpa!
Catch me if you can.
When Grandpa shrinks, he gets up to all sorts of things. He loves zooming about in Jason's toy car. And chuffing around in the Sunnysands train. He runs and jumps about all over the place. And I can't catch him. And today, he was flying in Josh's helicopter. He flew out of the window just in time.
Fancy Grandpa going for a little lie down now. I thought he'd want to meet Bella. Oh well, later maybe. She wants a green salad for lunch. Very healthy.
I hoped things were going well in the meadow. Simon Snappam didn't see Grandpa land in the helicopter. He was eating his lunch and talking to his camera.
Good morning's work, that was.
Which was a very odd thing to do.
We've done brilliantly, you and me, Kevin.
He called his camera Kevin.
Kevin?
By tonight, Kevin, our photos of Bella La Belter are going to be all over the Sunnysands Gazette.
Not if I can help it.
While Simon wasn't looking, Grandpa crept up to the camera. Just then, Simon's phone rang.
Oh, it's our boss at the Sunnysands Gazette, Kevin. Hi, Simon Snappam. Hi, Simon Snappam here.
This was Grandpa's chance.
Yeah.
He pressed the delete button over and over and got rid of all the photos of Bella.
Oh, I've got loads of photos of Bella. Well, how many exactly? I'll just check.
Simon checked his camera and saw that all the photos of Bella had gone. He couldn't understand it.
Hi, there's been a problem, like a technical fault or something. But don't worry, I'll get some more snaps. Yeah, just take some more. I'll be in touch. Bye. Oh well, we're just gonna have to try again, Kevin. Get some even better ones this time, eh? Oh, bother.
Grandpa's plan hadn't worked. Auntie Jules had made Bella's salad. She took it out of Upsy Downsy, and just then, Bella came in.
That's better. Now I can relax.
I thought you might want to have some lunch on the balcony.
No, you mustn't.
Why not?
I had to stop Bella from going outside. There might be flies out there. Yes, billions of buzzy flies waiting to land on your salad. Yuck.
Don't be silly, Elsie. Come outside, Bella.
No!
Excuse me, I just need to have a word with Elsie.
I was going to have to tell Auntie Jules what was happening.
I am your girl.
There's a photographer in the meadow.
Yes.
I'm going to borrow Bella's cap and jacket. Then the photographer will think I'm Bella La Belter.
But
he'll take some pictures, then he'll go away and leave her in peace. It's a brilliant idea.
I wasn't sure Grandpa would think this was a brilliant idea after all. Simon Snappam was hiding in our boat, Queenie, waiting to take a photo. And Grandpa was watching him. Then out came Auntie Jules, dressed up as Bella La Belter. Simon was fooled, but Grandpa wasn't. Oh, Bella, you look fantastic.
Oh, thanks, sweetie. You're my boy.
Maybe not singing. Simon Snappam thought she was really Bella La Belter. He snapped and snapped and snapped. Grandpa was worried. If Simon Snappam took the photos, then everyone in Sunnysands would know that Bella was here. And just then, who should come back but Jason?
Why are you dancing about in Bella La Belter's clothes?
Jason!
What have I done wrong?
You explain, Elsie.
Well?
Come with me and I'll tell you. Simon Snappam was very cross.
How dare they try to trick me? How dare they? I'm not going to stand for it, Kevin. I'm not going to stand...
In fact, he was so cross that he bumped his head on the boat.
Oh dear, he's bumped his head.
Grandpa ran towards the boat. He wanted to speak to Simon, and he thought of a clever way to do it, by pretending to be Kevin the camera.
Hey, Simon, you all right, mate? You took a bit of a knock there, didn't you? It's me, Kevin.
Simon Snappen couldn't believe his ears.
You can talk?
Of course I can. I thought you knew that. You're always talking to me.
But in all our years of working together, you never said a word back.
I only speak if it's really important. And this is. I think we should leave Miss Bella La Belda in peace.
You do?
I do. She's a lovely girl. Let her enjoy her holiday in the mill on the marsh.
We could hear Grandpa. He was doing a brilliant job.
You know what, Kevin? You could be right there. We all deserve a bit of holiday. You and me included.
I knew you'd see it my way, Simon. Well, I've said my piece. I shan't speak any more. Not unless I have to, of course.
OK, understood.
Grandpa got out of the way.
Oh, come along, matey.
So Simon Snappen and Kevin the camera left, without any pictures of Bella. It was time for Grandpa to take his cap off.
Amazing, Grandpa. I've never seen you be a camera before.
Elsie was a great help too, keeping Bella indoors. You know what that was?
Teamwork, Grandpa?
That's right. Teamwork.
So, Bella La Belta stayed with us the whole weekend, and nobody knew she was here. She'd had a really lovely time, but now she had to go.
Oh, thanks so much for looking after me. You've all been such sweeties, especially you, Jason. You're my boy, and I am your girl. Together we can save the world.
Here's your life jacket, Bella. Would you like to wear the waterproofs too?
No, not this time. To be honest, I'm surprised no photographers tried to take my picture. I hope the newspapers haven't forgotten about me. Bye, Elsie. Bye, Wulfy. Bye, Grandpa.
Bye.
Come back soon.
Would you believe it? Now she wants her photo taken. Some people are never satisfied.